I'm a very sort of active person. I like doing things, I like doing things with my hands. That's why I chose to be a carpenter. I love being a carpenter. My pop was a carpenter. I started when I was 15, got an apprenticeship when I was 18, and worked all up and down the east coast of Australia. At the age of 26, moved to the UK, and then I'd work for a local builder for about a year, and then I took the leap of faith and thought, I'll give it a crack myself. The vision I had, I suppose, when I first started the business was I wanted more time with family. The freedoms, again, that's a priority for me, because freedom to me is more time with the kids, Shut your eyes for a second and they're grown up. You blink and they're grown. So that's something I definitely didn't want to miss out on, and I definitely didn't want the kids growing up telling me that, oh, Dad, you worked too much when we were kids, you never spent time with us. The 9 to 5 is like the easy option, but anyone that knows me knows I don't like easy. And then I started the business, and then I thought, wow, this is, I think I've bitten off a bit more than I can chew. So in the early days, there was late nights, early mornings even, and I was losing a lot of time with the kids and family. And I sort of sat back one day and I thought, I started this business to create more time for myself and my family. But here I am, slugging away hours on end and not spending any time at all with them. So yeah, it had to be a major change, really. At the start, I was successful, and then there was a personal issue that arose. I got a phone call from home one day, and it was Mum. I could just tell from the tone of her voice that something was up, and she said that your brother's diagnosed with cancer. That hit me mentally, to be honest. I took me off the ball, and for the next 12 months, going backwards and forwards to Australia, the business went backwards quite a bit. We racked up quite a bit of debt, and I knew it was, and probably not long after my brother passed, I probably realised how much debt I was actually in. And for me, that really knocked my confidence. After all that was over, I sort of said to myself, I can go two ways here. I can either grin and bear it, or I can just give it away and try and find a job. And I thought, no, I don't want to do that, because to me that seems like failing. It seems like I would have failed my family, because I would have been doing a 9 to 5 job, and that's not what I wanted. I love having the ability to do the school runs, spend the weekends with the kids, take my son to football. So for me, it just wasn't an option. Quitting was not an option. Probably for the first 11 months, I thought, I'm going to do it myself. Things need to change. And then one day, a really good friend of mine, he was in a similar position, and he sort of asked me about my business. He said, "How do you feel about your business?" I said, "Well, I'm still running around like a headless chicken, not making any money, and haven't got any time." So he said, "Well, I know of a really good business coach." I said, "Look, this is probably, my last chance, I suppose, because I've tried, and yeah, it was been incredible, to be honest." When I first heard of coaching, I thought, is that real? Like, there's people out there that actually coach businesses? Initially, I thought, yeah, just numbers, spreadsheets, profits, etc. But with Phil, it's, he doesn't just offer that side of it, he offers a lot of personal growth as well. The first conversation we had, I think it was like a 2-minute conversation. And it was over the phone as well, but the confidence that he showed. And yeah, for me, I just went, well, that's exactly what I need, isn't it? Someone that's confident, because for me, I lost quite a bit of confidence, When I first started, I was ready to take on the world. But then, 3 or 4 years down the track, I felt like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders. So for me, for Phil to come along with the confidence of helping with the business, I thought, yeah, this is exactly what I need. Like I said earlier, I had 2 choices, I sink or swim. I wasn't going to sink. So in the past, the growth was dramatic, but it was never under control. And I never had time for the family. But the growth that we're going through now is bigger again, but it's under control, and I know where the money's coming in and out, and I know how much is left, and there is actually a margin this time. So even though we've scaled again, it's under control, and I've got time. The position I'm in right now is actually the vision I had before I started the business. So for me, it's, with Phil in the background, it's I'm winning, to be honest. And it's a great feeling.